timing just feels right. It feels perfect. So pass the baton, and then somebody, hopefully we find somebody that takes the orchestra another 10, 15, 20, 25 years. It should go for a long time.
When our orchestra started, this was all part of adult education. Funds were there to support all of that, through the schools. But as all that dropped by the wayside, the orchestras, in order to really maintain themselves, had to do something. And she knew that you needed a board of directors, that you needed bylaws, and she was, I think, business-wise, she was really smart the way she handled this orchestra.
When the North Shore school district budget failed, and then we were stuck. We didn't have a home. She and the leadership team of the Friends of NSSO, and they're really amazing to keep it going.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe to help. Okay, so it's a 4-bar phrase in the trombones, 4-bar phrase, and then trumpets, trumpet, and then back to them. Okay. This time I'll sing one, 2. Okay, for the words. So let's go back to E, right? Okay, here's E.
Susan's just such a great leader, and she's just so good at what she does, whether it's conducting or behind the scenes. And something that I've learned from her and I really admire about her is that even in the most stressful situation, I've never seen Susan ferociously angry. And even just thinking back to Post or certain things where I would have blown up, and she was just cool as a cucumber. And that's something it was years ago, at least 8 years ago, and I've held on to that, and it's kind of helped me.
I appreciate the conversations which she has with the group, saying, all right, maybe let me try it in 1, do we like it in 3 better, what's going to work? So I like the conversation of she has her idea and she meets us where we are and she finds something that works for the group.
Susan has really worked hard to develop the capacity of the orchestra, and she's brought a high level of performance, and we're at the highest level that we've ever reached. When I was first in the orchestra, the repertoire was pretty standard, the war horses. With Susan, she's introduced some unusual pieces, contemporary pieces, pieces that have been commissioned for the orchestra, which are pretty special. And a lot of these pieces have been challenging, but lots of fun to play and really expands our musical knowledge.
She's the only conductor I know that has taken a non-professional orchestra and got them to play the Appalachian Spring. I had tried it many times, and everybody would start it with good intentions, and there was always this spot somewhere near the beginning, and it was rhythmically very difficult to put together. And she started it, like many, and she put it aside and then took it out again and figured out where the problem really was. And she's rhythmically really astute at teaching a piece and pulling that rhythm apart. Soloist. She is very in tune to that soloist and allows that soloist to really take charge of, tempos. And I can always feel how she's very in sync with them.
Well, Susan is a good and modest person, and this is very good and very rare for conductors who are not always the easiest people to work with. But Susan is really approachable, easy to work with, flexible, and so we can always discuss things. I can make suggestions, ask questions, and we can share ideas. So she's easy to work with, and a very good, humble person, so it's great.
I also conduct myself. I run a brass ensemble, and I think I've learned technique from her as to how to address the ensemble, how to give the cues, and I'm learning by watching her.
I've learned to really jump the gun on keeping focus. I've learned to pay attention to every little detail, because even when she stops us for whatever reason, I notice a lot of things that I wouldn't have noticed if she hadn't helped us notice it. Or
I think we were doing Elgar, and there was a really exposed low note that I had to play, and she was really encouraging me in all the rehearsals to play it, and I pretty much nailed it, and she was unable to be seen by the rest of the audience, but she gave me a little clap, in front of her bodies that I could see, and I really felt great when she did that.
I'd like to thank Susan for letting me join the group and having patience with me when I'm late or tired, so that I have the chance to keep learning and growing and playing cello as an adult.
Susan, we all love you. We hope you continue with us. Come back as a guest conductor.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for, that belief in both the orchestra and in me.
I wish you all the success in the world with your future endeavors beyond North Shore. You will be missed.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for believing in me, and I only wish you the best for your future, and I have learned so much from you. You will be missed.
You will always have my respect and admiration. Thank you so much.
Susan, thank you very much for being such a great friend and a mentor, and I wish you the best of luck. It's been a pleasure making music with you, and I hope to do it in the future. Susan, this video was made on behalf of the entire orchestra. We want to thank you so much for the contributions you've made over the last 25 years. Thank you so much for the impact you've personally had on my life as a mentor and a friend.
Thank you for everything you gave to me. I'm going to cry. You helped me when I needed it the most. Thank you.